Enter Bollywood. Wanna catch all the excitement of Bollywood? Just log on to zoomtv.in.
Tell me also, how do you deal? You still get upset. I mean, you handle the media pretty well. You still get upset when media writes anything.
You know, Amar, it's not really about getting upset with the media as such, because obviously the journalists who kind of report are the journalists who don't know me, who've never met me in their life, and like, you know, suppose somebody like you had to write something like that, then I would feel upset because you've known me for a long time. So obviously the journalists who are writing today in, you know, random papers, they have never met me, they've never got the opportunity to see me, they've never come to my house ever, and they don't know me as a person, so obviously they will make up stories about me. But what bothers me is that when they, you know, kind of test my intelligence, that is something which I feel really, and they kind of make me out to be a person that I'm not. That is the time I really feel, you know, they're actually not portraying me correctly to my fans. Like, you know, when they write stories about my marriage, I feel really funny and strange because, you know, there are people who are linking me up with a certain person, and they are, you know, proclaiming that I'm getting married for the last 3 years, and every 6 months they decide a venue and a date, and the venue and date keeps shifting because it never really happens, and the media keeps catching it on like a relay race, you know, when they pass on the baton from one person to the other, and it keeps happening, and the person who's actually passing on the baton from one to the other is actually so unintelligent, is not really seeming to understand that अरे ये तो rubbish news है, मैं क्यों pass on कर रहा हूँ,
without verifying it.
Without verifying, and I don't even think that they really require verification, because 3 years back when that rumor had actually started of my marriage, my father in fact went in front of the camera and clarified.
Okay.
But it didn't really make sense to them. And then, you know, reports of me running away from my house because they call it unlucky, or I'm thinking that it's unlucky, so I've run away from my house.
Yeah, what was that about?
You know, these rumors are like really disturbing.
Shifting
and
homes and...
yeah, it's disturbing because they actually think that I'm so retarded that I might actually think in that fashion, and they're making me out to be this insecure person. And they don't realize that I've been always a very confident person. I'm a self-made, you know, person.
Right.
I've worked very hard from the age of 17, and it's everything that I've achieved is through my hard work.
True.
And it's not the first time that I'm going through a downer. I've gone through a downer before. I've seen the ups and downs in this career. So what is so new today?
True.
You know, I have gone through films of mine which have not done well in the past, and then I've come up with the Satya. And
every actor goes through that.
Every actor goes through that. So just right now, the way they're portraying me to the audience, the thing that they're making me out to be a person which I'm not, that is what bothers me. Because I feel that this is not me. Don't make me out to be this mad person who believes in these kind of things, you know. So that is what upsets me.
You're not moving homes. That
Absolutely
is not true.
not.
Absolutely. I found
I mean,
this strange.
I have worked so hard to make this house of mine, Omar. You have to come and see my house. Then you won't believe any of these rumors. And my parents stay there. My brother, my bhabhi, my niece, my nephew. And like, I've been so happy being in this house for this last 1 year. So I don't know how can these people, probably I've not called them over for coffee or tea. So they've been very jealous, and they've got very upset with me, and they've just started this rumor.
I think you should.